Hello and welcome to a special edition of the short Vort on Parshas Behar-Bechukosai. This is to connect the Parshios to the upcoming 50th anniversary of the miracle of the Sixth Day of War of June ER 1967 and the reunification of Yerushalayim. So in Sefer Mayan Beis HaShoeva, Reb Shimon Schwab says in Perek Havaz Pasuk Vav and Zayin, "V'nasati shalom ba'aretz," I will place peace in the land. V'cherev lo savar ba'artzachem, and a sword shall not go in your land. Urdaftem es ovechem, v'naflu lifnechem lacharev, and you'll chase your enemies, and they'll fall before you with the sword. You'll kill them. So Reb Schwab asks, if you're having peace in the land, why do we have to talk about milchama? So he answers that the pasuk is telling us two things. Firstly, that Hashem will protect us so that we do not have to have a battle in our land. The battles will take outside the land. And that if our enemies do mass to attack us, we will counterattack and chase them in their lands and strike them there. So that is the miracle that Hashem is offering us. Now, that's in Bechukosai. In Behar, it says in Perek Chav Hei, Pasuk Lamed Hei, V'chiyamuch achicha, when your brother will become impoverished, Matei Yad Yado Imcha, and he'll stretch out his hand to you. Rav Eliyahu Dessler, in Sefer Michtav Me'Eliyahu, says that this refers to four different shitos of four different categories for chesed, and this is based on quoting Rav Simon in the name of Rabbi Elazar, or Eliezer. So the four shitos regarding chesed are firstly chesed for someone who doesn't even need what you do for them. The classic example he gives is Avram gave food to these malachim, these angels. The angels don't eat, yet he did chesed for them, even though they didn't need that. And for that, his descendants were rewarded, and the mun came down in the desert, and the well gave us the water. All those different survival in the desert, the anan, the cloud, the protective cloud, etc. Then there are people who don't have the proper midah chesed, that they don't even want to give to something, to someone, do chesed for someone who doesn't need it, for someone who's rich. And this is talking about Ammon and Moab as a classic example. Bnei Yisrael offered to pay to come through their land, and they would not accept it. And for this, they were forbidden to come. The males, Ammon and Moavi, was not allowed in the Bnei Yisrael to marry us. A third category of chesed is there's the chesed, the kindness that someone does out of obligation, out of chova, out of a debt. In this case, the classic case is Yisro doing favor for Moshe Rabbeinu, his son-in-law. His son-in-law, when he first met him, he met the daughters. Moshe met the daughters and saved them at the well. For this, Yisro had an obligation to do chesed. And finally, the fourth category that Reb Dessler lists is one who gives a lot, but one who gives a little, and that little is grows exponentially, and that's classically with Boaz gave a little bit of food to Yisro and eventually to Rus, and Mashiach will eventually come. Now, when it comes to the 6-day war, clearly there were various miracles, starting from the amazing attack on the first morning of June 5th that wiped out our enemy's air forces and cleared the way for more miracles to occur. And what we did is we took the attack to our enemies. Our enemies massed around us, just like the pasuk that Rav Schwab discussed. They wanted to attack us, all these different armies, Lebanon and Syria and Iraq and Mitzrayim. They wanted to crush us in Eretz Yisrael, and instead we were zocha to chase them and kill them in their lands and expand the land of Eretz Yisrael became 3 times as big after this victory, including getting back the holiest parts of Yerushalayim. May we be zocha to use those four midos that Rav Dessler talks about of chesed, actually the three good ones, and with that we should merit that Hashem will continue to protect us. Because the strategy of Israel has always been to take the fight to the enemy. Strategically, that made sense because there's always going to be damage in a war, collateral damage and worse. And so make it that whatever the bullet shots and the bombings should be in our enemies, destroy our enemies' countries. But and that has worked. But today our enemy is getting smarter. And Hamas just this past week said that the next war they will take it to Israel. They will attack our cities, chas v'shalom. So may we zocha to do chesed and have other merits that Hashem will continue to protect us, to give us the bracha of an asati shalom ba'aretz, that we should have peace in the land, and if there is battle, that we will take it to the enemy, chase them and kill them. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful week and a wonderful Shabbos.